Welcome back to Pink Turtle Soaps. Today I'm making cupcake soaps, but these are made just for the kiddos. The fragrance that I'm using smells just like a grape Jolly Rancher. It smells so delicious. And the colors that I'm doing today are neon green and neon purple. I chose those colors because grapes are purple and green. I wanted to keep the colors bright because this is a kid's soap after all. So that's why I chose to do the neon green and purple. Going to start by pouring the lye water into our oils as usual, and then we're going to blend them together. Okay, everything is nicely blended, so I'm going to set the stick blender off to the side. The next step is to pour out a separate bowl, and that's going to be for the base of the cupcakes. So I will set this other bowl off to the side because it's going to be for the piping. So this bowl right here, that is for the bottom of the cupcakes, will be colored with the neon purple. I'm mixing this in by hand like I usually do for the colorants, but I will also mix in the fragrance oil by hand because it accelerates terribly. So I want to be able to pour this into the cupcake liners. I don't want it to thicken up on me. Okay, so I've got it back on the scale, and I'm going to pour in the appropriate amount of fragrance oil. And before I mix that up by hand, I'm actually going to go ahead and set out my cupcake liners. Okay, so it's already starting to thicken up. So I'm going to try to pour these really quick. You could probably tell by the time that I made it to these cupcakes that it was already starting to thicken up. So had I used the stick blender, this would have been nearly impossible to pour out of the bowl from the beginning. So now I'm just going to take this extra soap in the bowl and scoop it into each cupcake liner just to top them off. This literally smells just like a grape Jolly Rancher. And with this being a cupcake soap, I will definitely have to put a do not eat label on these. And they don't have to be perfectly flat on top because the piping will cover that up. I adjusted the angle, so hopefully you'll be able to see the piping a little bit better. The bowl is off screen, but all I'm doing right now is mixing up the neon green, and then I'm going to add it to the bowl with the fragrance oil, and then I'm going to mix it up and get it ready for piping. Okay, so I've got the soap all mixed up and the fragrance oil has been added, and it's already starting to thicken up, as you can probably see, but it's still too liquidy to try to pipe with. So all I'm going to do is watch this for the next few minutes, and then once it thickens up enough to pipe, we'll get started on the soaps. After I finish the piping, each cupcake will get a heart embed. They're kind of hard to see in the bag, but I don't want to get them out just yet. And then each cupcake will be topped off with biodegradable silver glitter. Now that our little grape candy cupcakes are finished, all I have left to do is probably come back in about 2 hours and spray them down one more time with rubbing alcohol. I really want to prevent any soda ash from appearing on the soap. Please ignore my dog barking. But with this fragrance oil accelerating like it does, it shouldn't take the 2 days that I normally give my cupcakes to set. So we will probably come back tomorrow and we'll be able to unmold the cupcakes. Well, we are back the next day to unmold these grape candy cupcakes. I've actually already unmolded one when I was checking to make sure that they were ready. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to go through and unmold all of them with you. If you'd like to grab yourself a little soapy cupcake, these will be available at pinkturtlesoaps.com September 1st at 8 a.m. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next Wednesday.